If you're a fan of fantasy books, then you've probably heard of Sarah J Maas. But did you know her incredible journey to becoming a best-selling author? This video is for anyone who loves books and wants to learn about the success story of one of the most influential authors of our time. From the pages of her best-selling novels to the hearts of millions of readers, Sarah J Maas has become a master storyteller, weaving tales that transport us into realms where love and magic collide, where heroes and darkness threatens to consume everything. Hi, my name is Lily, and if you're looking for other bookish content that will inspire and motivate you, this is the channel for you. So what are you waiting for? Hit that play button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Sarah J Maas is a highly acclaimed American author, best known for her immensely popular fantasy novels. She was born on March 5th, 1986 in New York City, United States. She grew up in a family that placed great importance on literature and fantasy worlds, and she developed a passion for reading and writing at an early age. According to interviews, she started writing stories when she was just 12 years old. Her parents encouraged her to live out her imagination and make up stories, so she started writing fantasy stories inspired by her love for strong heroines, magic, and fantastic realms. Maas attended Hamilton College, where she pursued a double major in creative writing and religious studies. She worked hard to improve her writing talent. In addition to writing, she also worked as a waitress to keep her head above water financially. Initially, she wrote fan fiction, and during her time at college, she was inspired to write her debut novel, Throne of Glass, which she originally self-published in 2008 under the pseudonym S.J. Maas. The Throne of Glass series was originally conceived as a retelling of Cinderella with a kick-butt heroine who could wield a sword. However, as Maas began writing, the story evolved into something much more complex and expansive. She drew inspiration from various sources, including her love for fairy tales, myths, and legends, as well as her fascination with strong female characters.
And it has been such an honor and a privilege to be writing a story and writing two series actually about young women who get to have their own stories, who get to save the prince, who get to fight all these monsters. I think it's finally time for women to have their own stories and to have their different voices heard, and it's wonderful to have those things embraced by everyone these days.
Throughout the series, Maas was also inspired by diverse elements. For instance, her study of history and interest in different cultures influenced the creation of the richly detailed world in which the story is set. The series also draws Maas' love for classic fantasy tropes such as assassins, magic, and epic quests. The book gained significant attention online and quickly generated a dedicated fan base, and she received several awards. The success led to Maas signing a publishing deal, and Throne of Glass was re-released in 2012, followed by a series of sequels that captivated readers worldwide. The Throne of Glass series 2012 to 2019 follows the story of Selena Sardothian, a formidable assassin living in a richly imagined medieval fantasy kingdom called Erilea, and she faces various intrigues and struggles. The series gained widespread acclaim for its complex characters, intricate plots, and compelling storytelling. Maas's world-building skills shine. She creates vivid and immersive settings that draw readers into her fantastical realm, and the books became bestsellers and were translated into several languages. Furthermore, she wrote the short stories The Assassin and the Pirate World, The Assassin and the Desert, The Assassin and the Underworld, The Assassin and the Empire. These were all written in 2012. Assassin's Blade, The Throne of Glass novellas in 2023, which are a supplement to the Throne of Glass series. Sarah J Maas' writing style has definitely evolved over the years. In her earlier works, her writing style was fast-paced and action-packed with a focus on the plot. However, as her career has progressed, her writing has become more intricate and layered. One noticeable change in her writing style is her complex character building with depth and growth. Maas delves into the internal struggles of her characters, exploring their emotions, motivations, and vulnerabilities, which we can see in the massively successful A Court of Thorns and Roses series 2015 up to 2021. The 5 volumes tell the story of Fair Archeron, a young huntress who becomes involved in a magical world full of danger and intrigue, where humans and mythical creatures like Fae interact with each other. The last 2 volumes focus on Nesta Archeron, the heroine's sister. This young adult fantasy series proved equally popular, exploring themes of bleeding love, sacrifice, and redemption with a stunningly crafted world, including fae, magic, and adventure. With each subsequent release, Maas continued to captivate readers with her gripping narratives and multifaceted characters, especially strong female characters. In 2018, Maas published her first young adult fantasy novel, Catwoman Soul Stealer, in which she presents a reimagining of the popular DC character Catwoman. In 2020, Sarah J Maas surprised fans with her debut in adult novel fiction, House of Earth and Blood, which is the first volume in the Crescent City series, followed by House of Sky and Breath 2022 and House of Flame and Shadow, which will be released in 2024. Throughout her career, Maas has enjoyed tremendous success with her books, consistently appearing on bestseller lists. Her unique and irresistible blend of compelling storytelling, intricate plots, complex characters, and rich world building, combined with elements of fantasy, romance, and adventure, has earned her a dedicated and passionate fan base worldwide. Her books have sold millions of copies. She is considered one of the most influential authors of contemporary fantasy literature and has received numerous awards for her works. Beyond her writing, Maas is known for her engaging online presence and interactions with her readers. She values the enthusiasm and support of her fans, often attending book conventions and signing events to connect with them directly.
No one that I was working on these books. Like, it was just like my thing that I did for fun. Like, when my deadlines, like when I'd like done my contractual work for the day, I'd be like, well, it's time for me to pour a glass of wine and start my fanfic of my own work. And so I would do it, and it was just like this thing I did. And then a year ago, like literally like a year ago, I was at BookCon in Chicago, and I went out to dinner with my editor, just me and her, and I had a lot of adult beverages, and I like drunkenly like confessed to her, like, oops, I've been writing this book, and let me tell you about this book, plus like, you know, all the other ones that I want to have planned.
Her ability to transport readers to intricate and fully realized worlds combined with her talent for crafting complex and relatable characters has made her a beloved author. With her continued success and dedication to her craft, Maas will undoubtedly leave a lasting legacy in the literary world. As already mentioned, haven't I? She has received numerous awards for her works. Away from her writing, Maas is a passionate traveler and spends much of her time exploring the world. She lives in Pennsylvania with her husband and dogs and continues to devote herself to writing new books that are eagerly awaited by her many fans. Additionally, Maas has mentioned that she plans to branch out into different genres in the future, such as science fiction and contemporary fantasy. This shows her willingness to experiment and expand her writing repertoire, promising exciting and diverse stories for her readers. Oh, before I forget, in order to give you a quick overview of her most popular series, I've made you the list of the order and release date. I'll link them in the comments down below. Who loves losing themselves in the magical world of a Sarah J Maas book? I surely do. Let's share our favorite quotes, scenes and theories about Sarah J Maas' stories. Which of her series do you like the best? Drop them in the comments below. Ready to dive into another adventure? Click the subscribe button to discover spellbinding stories. And in the following videos, I will introduce the series of Sarah J Maas, so stay tuned so you don't miss anything. Please share and like this video so we can grow our community. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Bye.